Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make commitments, take big action to create big ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: he did the right thing. So I'm going to set the stage for you here. This is just a few days ago, and we're at a gathering right after Thanksgiving at the in-laws, and my father-in-law has a very big, huge, heated garage, and he had invited over some of my wife's cousins and some aunts and uncles, and they were just going to have this gathering as they seem to do every year. And the kids were playing, and so my wife's cousins have kids, so I'm assuming that would be, I don't really do very well with this, but I'm guessing those are my kid's second cousin is what I'm assuming here. And so they don't really know them though. And so the kids are playing, and the cousins are playing with each other, and the second cousins are kind of like in and out. They're not really connecting, but they are, but they're not, but they are. And as they're playing, my son Watson is playing with like this volcano putty that he had won at a gaming center we had gone to earlier that day, and Watson had the same stuff. Now, Watson's playing with his, and his is in the container. He had just put it away. And so he's off playing with something else. Well, as Watson's playing with his, he looks over and sees a little girl who had taken Wyatt's out of the container and started playing with it. Dun, dun, dun. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you have children, you know that in some cases, this could be pure hell. This is going to mean something. The wrath of somebody is going to come out. And so it's one of those moments that my son looks up, he sees it, and he doesn't get mad. He actually starts to get a little upset. Now, there's no reason to. He wasn't playing with it. He knows that he wasn't playing with it, but it was his quote-unquote new toy, and he really didn't want anybody else playing with it, especially if they didn't ask. And so he looks at me and says, well, Daddy, will you please go get that? And I say no. I say, no, man, if you want it, you go get it. But I expect you to be very polite. I expect you to walk over and just say, hey, look, that's my new toy. I really don't want it to get dirty out here or get ruined. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to have it. And so he starts to slowly walk over there. Now think about this, because there are certain situations where kids have no problem confronting each other, and there are other situations where they get very shy and they don't want to do it. And it really just depends on the child, right? And so he walks over there very slowly, and you can tell he's getting nervous. He doesn't like confrontation, but yet I'm putting him in this situation where if you want something bad enough, you got to go get it, dude. And he starts to walk over there, and I said, but I want you to consider something. So there's two parts to this. Number one, if you want it, you got to go get it. And be nice. Number two is, I want you to look over there. She's sitting with her daddy. She's not doing anything wrong with your toy. She's not getting it dirty. There's no food that's getting in it. She's just sitting on his lap, having fun. So if you still feel that you need to go get it, then by all means, walk over there, ask for it, be very polite, and get your putty back. Otherwise, just let her play. So he takes the slow journey, and like seriously, folks, it's like 2 feet away. It's like 2 or 3 feet away. He takes a slow journey to the other table, very slow motion-ish, if you will, and he walks over, and I didn't get to see him actually ask for it, but she gave it to, I know that when I turned, I saw her handing it to him with no problem whatsoever. So he stepped about 3 feet away, and he stood there with the putty in his hands, looking at the putty and looking at her. He looked back at the putty, and he looked at her. By the third time he looked at the putty, he walked back over and said, here, you can play with this. And he let her play with it. And he walked back over to me, and I said, what'd you do there, buddy? He said, it's okay, Daddy, she can play with it. Now, of course, I said, buddy, I'm very proud of you, and I think that was a really good decision. Look at her. She's just having fun with that toy, and you weren't even playing with it. And it just brings up, when we look at our own lives, like how many times do we get worked up over something where we jump on the feelings first? We start to get emotional about something without actually just stepping back and looking at the facts. What are the facts about this situation? The facts about this situation is that this little girl was doing nothing wrong. This little girl, maybe she should have asked. Maybe some parents are out there going, well, she should have asked. It was somebody else's toy. That's fine. But in actuality, she was doing nothing. She wasn't trying to tear into it or get it dirty or rolling it around in mustard and ketchup and going to ruin it. She was sitting very, very calmly playing with this on her daddy's lap. So he went to a place where he got emotional first, and then when he stepped back and looked at the situation, realized she really wasn't doing anything detrimental to his toy. We do this as human beings. We go to a place of feelings first. We get emotional about things. And I don't know if you've ever done it before, but I've snapped when I didn't need to snap because I was in an emotional place. But yet, if I change my thinking, and over the years, I've become way more like the opposite side of this, which is I want the facts first. I'm not going to get all worked up and crazy on you. I just want to know the facts. What are the facts about this situation that's taking place right now? And then from those facts, I will generate some feelings. And from those feelings, I'm then going to make a decision, and I'm going to focus my energy in one direction or another, and then I'm going to create a result. Look at your own life this way. Some people look at their body and their health, and they go, "Oh, I have horrible health," or I'm overweight. I'm just so overweight. And it's like, well, what's the deal? Like, what are the facts about your weight? Like, what are the actual facts? Well, the facts are I'm 5 pounds heavier than I normally am. I'm 135 and I want to be 130. Well, why? Why do you want to be 130? Well, because I know that when I'm at 130, I have better energy, better sleep, better sex, whatever it is. But people get emotional. Oh, I don't know. I just feel like I'm fat. I just feel like I don't have energy. I just feel like I don't have this. Okay, well, you may be having those feelings, but what's the actual facts about the situation you're talking about? People do this in business all the time. Oh, it was the worst day ever. And it's like, well, that's how you feel right now, but what are the facts? And then they go look at their stats and they go, holy crap, we were one off of our best day. It's so easy to get emotional about stuff without actually taking a deep breath, stepping back, and looking at the facts of the situation that you are in. And that is the challenge that I have for you here today. Where in your life are you living based on emotion, based on feelings, and not the facts? Is it in your finances? Is it in your relationships? Is it in your health? Where in your life are you living based on emotion and not the facts of a situation? And once you find out what the facts of the situation are, then where is it that you want to go? What is it that you truly, truly want to accomplish in your life? And then take one step towards that thing. This is not a difficult process, ladies and gentlemen, but if you're going to live in a land of emotion, if you're going to live in that place where you allow yourself to have these emotional highs and lows without looking at the facts, you are going to be a person who gets burned out consistently and frequently in your life, which means chances are you will never truly hit the targets that you have set for yourself. So that's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast. And hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please share it with your friends. We are on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. And if you have subscribed but not given a review or a rating yet, I would truly, truly appreciate that. Anything we can do to get the messages that I'm sharing out to more people to help them to live a life of having it all. That's all I've got for you today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been Commit and Go, where we encourage you to make commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results. Hear you next time. Bye-bye.